They'll go against the Chargers, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the now Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now the rookie first rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Smith. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play action. It's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Bulldozes past him, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Smith now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Gordon on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Denzel Perryman in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet. But right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right. Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every... Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll
we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Rivers on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Rivers now on second down. Forced out to his left. But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah,
and Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And some room to work. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First down, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. To go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On third down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Second down, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. First carry for Brandon Oliver. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. First down throw, it's Smith. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This is Gordon on the dump off. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This one away by the punter, Dar. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run. Fournette on the counter. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Brandon Oliver now on the return. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second down. Rivers, and this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. To throw on third down. Smith. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Smith. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Play action. It's Smith. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got the rookie from Clemson, Mike Williams. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcel Darius. Thomas in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Smith now to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Rivers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. It's a pickup of 3 that time. Good enough for a Charger 1st down.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the 1st down.
4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Throwing Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Smith. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Rivers on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is right through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rivers now on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Thomas Davis in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jags, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.